Hello Internet, welcome to the bonus video for Super Mario Land. There's not a lot to go over for this game, frankly. Super Mario Land is a launch title for the Game Boy. It was hard to miss much of anything. The first thing I missed is an entire game mechanic. This is a lift. They appear in hidden blocks in World 1-3 and 3-2. This one in particular takes you up here to get these coins that are above the ceiling, meaning these aren't just here for decoration, you can genuinely obtain them. In the second row of coins here, I believe there is another lift hidden in this area. Yep, right here. This one takes you above the ceiling again. But if we go in this pipe, there's an entire treasure room that we couldn't have gotten before. Yeah, I think you need the Super Ball technically to get everything, because that top row of coins is pretty high up. But then there's also something else in here, I think, if we break these. I thought, maybe not. No, I can definitely break that. I can definitely get that. There we go, there's a 1-up in this block. And that's it. That's all the ones in World 1, but... I don't know. That's a dumb little mechanic that, like... Yeah, I just didn't get an opportunity to show. Not because I didn't know about it, but because it was a genuine skill issue where I was always too small to be able to break the block that was blocking the second lift. And the first lift, I just didn't know it was that early in the level. I never showed, like, going on the higher path here just because I was small, so I figured, fuck it, I'll show the weird invisible floor. But, you weren't missing out on much. There's just a Bombshell Koopa and a bunch of Mechabon. I destroyed that guy. That was awesome. Once again, in the third row of coins, in World 3-2, this one can take you up here to get 2 of the 4 coins that are up in the ceiling and enter this pipe, which is full of a ton of other coins, and the Super Ball bounces off of them for some reason. I don't remember that being a thing it does. It was only off of some of them. Huh. Okay. Well. Come on, I'm not going to miss the rest of those just because I fell down here early. Don't let that be true. Come on. Duck. No! Ah! No, I'm not letting that be it. Wanna duck? No! I'm overcomplicating getting on top of that pipe. There we go. Now we can get back up here, see that there is a Super Ball flower in here. And there we go. That is the last lift room. Oh, this song is so good. After beating the game, the little mushroom icon next to the start button will be replaced with Mario's head. Super Mario Land also contains a hard mode. This adds a bunch of enemies that weren't previously in levels, just to make it a little bit more challenging. And it's not a small amount of enemies it adds. It adds a pretty significant number of new enemies, but it's not too much more of a challenge. That you're seeing here, there's a fighter fly. I'm pretty sure that's earlier than you're supposed to see them. Although I was wrong when I called these fighter flies. These are actually just flies, which, okay, fighter flies are from the NES Mario Bros. And those are different enemies, even though they look the same. Yeah, there's a lot more of these here than there were in the original playthrough, though. It's still not particularly challenging. Like, it's not gonna give you that much more difficulty as far as clearing the game goes. And honestly, it's really not worth playing this. But it can add an extra, like, 30-40 minutes to your playtime, depending on how many times you die. Also, Jesus, I'm kicking ass here. I haven't even needed to rewind yet. Yeah, there's a Gao here. Those are usually reserved until 1-3, so there you go. It took me until the end of the level to get hit. Awesome. Beating hard mode unlocks a level select. Since this game has no battery backup, though, you lose access to this upon turning off your Game Boy. It's worth noting that Super Mario Land was the first ever Mario game to support stereo sound, since it was a native feature to the Game Boy thanks to the headphone jack. To fit this, all of the music in the game features heavy use of both channels in addition to the center of the soundstage. The first revision remixes the game's soundtrack to adjust the stereo sound, specifically centering the percussion in the Marine and Sky Pop themes, and moving the percussion hit in the Sarasaland Cave and credits themes to from the center to the right channel. Lots of interesting stuff to talk about in this bonus video, huh? Super Mario Land has unused content. There's this sprite of Mario throwing something. This was presumably going to be used for the Super Ball flower, but it's not. Mario just stands there when he throws the Super Ball. There's an unused power-up that would work as a world skip. It uses the same sprite as a falling platform and starts out standing still, and then when Mario steps on it, it moves up 13 blocks, then moves to the right really fast. I believe it's 2 tiles to the right every, like, frame. Something like that. It allows you to skip the remainder of the level and reach the higher exit door, essentially. There's a bombshell Koopa right above a pit in World 3 too. You can see it before it dies if you move quickly enough. There's also unused falling platforms hidden inside the ground in Worlds 1-3 and 4-1. I even saw one of these in this playthrough as it fell through the floor. These are likely elements from the level that were scrapped and simply gone over with other tiles. The back of the box and the 3DS eShop description for Super Mario Land in North America feature a statement that Koopa Troopas and giant crabs appear. Neither of these things appear in Super Mario Land at all. In Japan, an original soundtrack was released for Super Mario Land, featuring arrangements of songs from the game composed by Hirokazu Tanaka and Ikuro Fujiwara, performed by the Mario Freaks Orchestra. And you better believe I'm not making up the name of this orchestra. Every song on here sounds incredible. So of course only Japan ever got it. It was the 80s. And lastly, most importantly, listen to this.
To the center of my Super Mario adventure. My girl's trapped on the other side of town, so I'm moving in leaps and bounds. Folks around my way think it's strange, but there's a villain to blame. Even my mom, she thinks I'm crazy, but I got to rescue Daisy.
This is an official song made to promote Super Mario Land, called Super Mario Land, all one word. The music video was lost media for a while, but it's since been found, and it's just beautiful.
There ain't no place like Super Mario Land. But I'm rejuvenated and I'm remixed to plane. Trains and automobiles and for real got ill. In Brazil, I'm the Wizard of Oz while on tour. And got war in Singapore. And I'm eating sushi in Japan. But there ain't no place like Super Mario Land. this out. She's my lady, my pride and joy. Cause to her I'm a hero, not a toy boy. So I'm climbing mountains, swinging through trees, and even facing killer bees down secret tunnels in dark rooms. Met with the creature from the blue lagoon. Folks out there might think that I'm crazy, but I got to rescue Daisy.
And that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye.